We've had some insane evolution methods over the years, whether it's turning your device upside down, spinning around in circles whilst holding sweets at a certain time of the day, or simply making a Pokemon become beautiful. Don't worry, Feebas, I think you look great. But Gen 9 brought about one of my favourite methods we've had so far. It involves this little guy, and his love for money. He goes about evolving by the player collecting a total of 1,000 of his coins because, well, he loves money. You see where this is going? Anyway, that's when I decided that we were going to play through the entire of this game with Gimmighoul, easily my favourite 9th gen Pokemon. Now, this could be done in a combination of ways. We could play the whole game just with this little guy. If we actually find all his coins, then fuck it, we will evolve him. We will do that. Probably won't happen, because it is kind of stressful. So we started our journey by grabbing our starter, of course. Nemona then thought it would be a good idea to challenge us to a battle. A bit unfair. She's got, a starter she got from the director, plus her own Pokemon she already had. But we still beat her. It's fine. It's fine. Nemona then goes on to give us a Terra Orb, which is obviously this generation's new gimmick. We help out by taking out some of these Team Star members, and then we proceed to move on out of Mesagoza City. Now, our first challenge upon leaving Mesagoza is our first gym. We've got 18 challenges to face in this game. This includes things such as the actual gym battles, Titans, and Team Star bases? Is that what they're called? Yeah, Team Star bases. Okay. Sick. But I decided that before we take on our first gym, I need to head on up to this particular area. We can find the TM here for Hex and teach this to Gimmighoul straight away. This is going to be so much more helpful. Our Gimmighoul's a modest nature, and this is just going to make things a lot easier throughout this challenge. We also then follow that up by heading to this location with a few tricky jumps to get across some areas. We're able to grab the TM for Power Gem. Again, a really solid move for this playthrough. So we arrive in Cortondo City, where we have the first gym. We take a quick break, play a little bit of Rocket League. Still don't quite get what the point of this little mini game is, but it is what it is. It's a bit of fun. And then once we're done with that, score a goal at the end. We actually take on the gym leader. Now, this gym leader we were a little bit over-leveled for, not gonna lie. Did a bit of grinding on the way up here, battling all the trainers, and, well, you'll see. Power Gem kind of just wrecks the whole shop. We we get Nimble coming out first, we go for the Power Gem, and then Nimble, Tarantula, and Teddiursa all destroyed. Next, we took on the second gym in Artisan, as well as also taking a quick moment to go and battle the Titan. Our first Titan of the run, Bombardier. Only I did unfortunately lose the footage for this, so yeah.
Many months later.
Alright, so a couple of things happened. As you can see, it's been months since we started this, and we've made basically no progress. But now we're going to continue. First, we need to go and pick up 3 Pokemon for our team so we can actually challenge the Team Star leader. So we catch ourselves an Oinkologne, I think it's pronounced, and we use our starter, the Duck. Next up, Mela comes out in a big Reverum, the car. This is honestly like our first real big challenge of this run. We send out our Gimmighoul. Now, we are a good 15 levels ahead of them. We take out Torkoal, no issue. But Reverum itself, now here's the thing. We can hit it once. It immediately then outspeeds us and can just destroy us because it's already used Screech. our defenses don't exist. So it uses Blazing Torque and just wipes us out. So we need to think up a new plan. Luckily, I do have something in mind. And that something is the move Nasty Plot. Now, this is a move that could honestly set up this whole run for us to be able to actually finish it. Nasty Plot is actually super easy to get a hold of as well, as long as you have the DLC, which I do have, so that's fine. So what we did is we went straight to Kitakami, and we picked up the TM, which is literally located behind the bus stop when you arrive. However, the issue then is you can't actually leave Kitakami straight away, so you do have to battle your rival. You beat her. For us, it was pretty simple actually. We are so over-leveled right now. But yeah, we beat her, and then we were able to fly straight back to Paldea. We arrived back in Paldea for round 2. Now you see here she sent out Torkoal. We've got Gimmighoul here, now knowing Nasty Plot. So we set up one Nasty Plot. Now, we're now at +2 special attack. And I actually got greedy here. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for another one. Big mistake. So I go for the second Nasty Plot, not thinking Torkoal's got Clear Smog. Stat changes have been eliminated now. So I go for the initial one to set it back up again. We take more damage, we're on low health. We still go for the Power Gem, but then Reveroom comes out and we just can't take the hit. So it instantly kills us. Okay, so we run it back one more time. She comes out again, on top of the Reveroom there. Now this time we send out our Gimmighoul straight away, one Nasty Plot. We do pretty well this time. Pretty easy. We tanked that way better than the last time as well. Got an extra like 7 HP compared to last time, I think. And then we just go straight for the Power Gem. Screech, perfect. And we just OHKO the Reveroom. So we're about 8 minutes in currently, give or take, by the time this is done. And this is how we are looking so far for the pacing for this challenge. We have 2 gym leaders down, 1 Titan down, and 1 Team Starbase. So for this next section, we're going to speed it up a little bit. We're only going to include little snippets here and there until the real big stuff. Okay, so for this next section, we take on both Larry and Iono. We also go take on the Titans for both Clorf and Orthworm. And that's a great success. We've just knocked out another 4 challenges for this run. And whilst editing this, I noticed a shiny Shinx. So we went ahead and caught that. Obviously, I'm not going to be using it, but I just thought it was pretty cool. So I just wanted to include that in here too. Okay, so for this part, I've messed up. I've collected 999 Gimmighoul coins, and evolution actually happens instantly with no ways to cancel it. Coins can't even be discarded, so now we need to grab a Neverstone and use that instead of the Wise Glasses, and just hope for the best. Also from this point on, and basically every part that we've recorded post catching the shiny Shinx, we're now playing on a Switch 2, which honestly I'm really enjoying so far. Definitely makes the game become more playable. It turns it into the game that everyone hoped for. And we're also clearly, as you can hear, using a way better microphone. I haven't quite tweaked the settings just right yet. Hopefully this is enough for this section. It might change as we go on throughout this video, depending on how I work things out. So at this point in the video, we finish off the final 2 Titans, as well as a couple of other boss fights, including a gym leader and our rival. Then Arven and Bostov have a little moment here, and we also take a moment here to teach our Pokemon Terra Blast. Now, this will be a very strong normal type move, unless we terrestrialize, in which it will be stronger than Hex. And then finally, to wrap up Arven's storyline for now, we go back to the lighthouse and we talk with Professor Sada. From here, we move on to taking down the rest of the team's star bases. As you can see, we get them all done fairly quickly. None of them really ended up being much of a challenge, unlike the first one, so that was way better for us. From there, we took on the Ghost Gym. It was honestly way easier than I expected. I was thinking that they were just going to double up on Gimmighoul, take it out immediately, but they actually kept targeting the partner Pokemon, who wasn't doing anything, but they were just sort of like a dummy, like a punching bag, just a Wobbuffet just sitting there, whilst we just kept hitting them with Hex, and we just basically sweeped her after a couple of nasty plots, so that was great. Then we had the Fairy Gym, again, fairly easy. Forgot to hit record here though, so I guess you can look at this. And then what followed that was us fighting the water gym leader. Dude, at this point, honestly, all the gyms, we just absolutely cooked them. This challenge was getting too easy. We needed a real challenge.
Yo, what are you doing? You know you can't put that in there. TKO will be on your ass immediately.
Wait, what? I just thought it sounded cool.
Just put some other Pokemon music in there.
Fine. Okay, but as you can see, we were getting smashed in the Elite Four. I tried to do this for so long. That is why the video was released so much later than I wanted it to, but we could not get past the Elite Four. At this point, I thought the challenge was done, and then I had an idea. We've already collected 999 Gimmighoul coins. Why not do the thing? Why not actually do the thing? Because I'm telling you now, we would have had to be a level 100 Gimmighoul in order for us to be able to beat this trainer. And that just doesn't feel like it's, you know, that just doesn't feel right, you know? So we run it back again, and oh my god, we managed to speed through the Elite Four. Honestly, all of them. We cleaned them up real quick. And then before long, we get to the champion, and that's where the real battle is. So we start off with a couple of nasty plots. Obviously, you can see here Espathra, its ability is actually copying our stat boost, so it's not the greatest, but we're able to just tank a lot of its hits anyway. We're quite bulky. We kill it with a Shadow Ball, then we can proceed. We do, you know, make it rain. We can, honestly, at this point, we're set. We've used that many nasty plots that our special attack doesn't matter if we use Make It Rain at all here, because it just kills them anyway. So you might be thinking, that's it, right? You've beat the champion, you've got all the badges, you've done all the little side missions in Paldea. Well, no, we still need to go to Area 0. This next section is probably one of my favorite parts of Scarlet and Violet. It's also one of the hardest. I'm gonna skip most of the traversing down through Area 0, but just listen to the music here. It is amazing. And here we are. So we finally make it to the bottom. We find the AI version of the professor. And I've got to say, this battle went way better than I expected. I'm actually not going to speed up as much as usual. We're going to actually play this one out. As you can see, it's just gone so much better than it would have if we were still a Gimmighoul. So she leads with Slitherwing, and immediately we start building up the nasty plots. And honestly, it's not actually that bad of an idea. Zen Headbutt is doing nothing to us. So, yeah, we build them up a little bit. Zen Headbutt, again, nothing. We're faster, so it's not even going to make us flinch. We've taken 3 of those now. We're now at max special attack. We go for the Power Gem, immediately take it out. Brute Bonnet's next. We go for the Power Gem again. Take it out. Honestly, these Paradoxmons they just aren't like, they're just not on our level. We go for the Terrestrialization. We are Ghost type still, remember. We go for the Shadow Ball. Straight away, Sandy Shock's down. Blood and Mane is next. Now this one's actually a bit of a threat, but we are faster. I actually don't know how that works. I'm not quite sure how the speed works on that. We outspeed it though. I'm going to take it. Shadow Ball on the Screen Tail as well. And then the final Pokemon here, Roaring Moon. And I'm there just remembering, hold on, this is a flying type, not a dragon type. Power Gem again, easy KO there. And that is AI Sada finished. Or at least for now. She does have the Koraidon. I don't know, like at this point, though, the actual challenge itself for this video is all done. So we have the Koraidon fight now. Obviously, you know, all our Pokeballs are all jammed. She brings I still don't know, is it like an alternate? I suppose they're all alternate universe Pokemon, aren't they? But yeah, Paradise Protection Protocol. She brings out Koraidon. We can't send out any of our Pokemon, which is great. We literally can't do anything. So we swap in Koraidon ourselves. And yeah, I mean, this is just, you know, filling in the remainder of the time here. But look, I'll use this part to say, if you've actually made it this far into the video, I do appreciate it. Thank you guys. We are trying to hit 3,000 subs before the end of the year. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but if it does, thank you and welcome. We try and post Pokemon videos here every day. This is you know, something I've been working on for a while, so obviously we don't post videos like this every day. We at least do, like, you know, your standard Let's Plays every day though, and then occasionally we'll get one of these out as and when we can. If you're watching this literally like a day one of this dropping, you'll probably see that we've also got a Legends playthrough also on the channel right now. So yeah, definitely check that out. But thank you guys again for watching, and please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and thank you. Thanks again.